Et voilà, donc c'est parti pour le programme spécial de la
In the
3 points.
legend's beginning, the world was just a lump of flour. Then the gods cast yeast into it,
Ça c'est
and
Tribbie.
Albert was born from the dough. The Earth Titan granted it a divine body, and the Reason Titan bestowed it with thought. Add in rich emotions, noble virtues, oh, and don't forget a pinch of mischief.
After that, the Romance Titan transformed into golden butterflies, gently touching their chests to grant them the ability to love.
There is no word for romance in the Kremnoan language.
Is that so? I heard Nikedor once failed in love and even got into a fight with their rival.
Huh? That's just a baseless slander, a wild tale meant to tarnish Nikedor's name.
Oh, Dee. This story is...
Nikedor is not that kind of titan.
Ah,
And
il est
so,
si beau, il
the
bourre.
first bird was born. Albie, do you like this story?
This Amphoreus place. Maybe I shouldn't have come.
On such a romantic day, why don't we raise a toast to all the love and beauty in the world?
Le vent nos verts. Allez, on va voir le trailer.
Mydei, can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you?
Oh,
In fear you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Kremnos.
nouveaux ennemis.
Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
le drip là.
This journey is forged with blood and flames.
Three molded life with their hands, and
Oh,
three
nouvelle
guided
zone.
calamity's gate. Three carved the heavens and the earth. Three wove the threads
Ah
of
bah ça
fate.
pour Tribbie.
Hello, we are Tribbie, Trian. And fighting the west wind, away we go!
Putain, la musique, ils se sont déchaînés, genre.
Restrict the numbers!
It's time to end this.
Ça, je crois que c'était un nouvel ennemi de ce qu'on avait vu.
The son of Nouvelle is destined to be crowned in blood!
Stay alive.
Castoris.
Oh, we wish to see you.
Oh, il a touché Castoris.
Now my turn to fight against it. Mais
ça a l'air vénère. Ce patch, il a l'air très vénère. Donc le premier code, il est là, il est marqué. Alors je vais le passer parce que pour le mettre en pause.
As a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the version 3.1, Light slips the gate, shadow greets the throne. Special program. I'm your host, Albert. First, let's have our
Donc ça c'est
esteemed
présentation, on s'en fout.
Brad.
To Amphoreus. Did you travel here?
For now, let's just say that in Amphoreus, it'll be my duty to...
Today's program has just begun.
Oh, how so?
Shadow greets the
Pas s'ouvre
throne.
un trône, c'est
Combined
fou.
with the trailer we just watched, makes it clear that Dee will really shine this time.
Ah bah
If
oui.
that's the case, Lady Tribbios, then as a demigod of Yanis, the Passage Titan, you must also play a key role.
Patience, everyone. Whether this is true
Ok, donc,
will all be
nouvelle mission
revealed
pionnière,
in
mais
the
ça, de toute façon,
Trailblaze
ils ont dit
mission
que
of
chaque patch
version
aurait une mission
3.1. So in the last chapter,
Enfin,
Nikedor's core flame was
jusqu'à la
retrieved.
3.7.
And now, another Chrysos heir, Finan, faces the Titan's trial.
Ah, ça,
With
on
the
sait, c'était à
arrival
la
of the
fin.
Trailblazers, the Flame Chase journey reached a major breakthrough. Together, the Trailblazers and the Chrysos heirs reclaimed Nikedor's core flame. Afterward, Finan resolved to undergo the trial to ascend to demigodhood and inherit the divine power of strife.
But as Nikador once murmured to Snowy, your will wavers. We're worried that Snowy's inner turmoil might affect his performance.
There's no need for undue worry, teacher. On the Flame Chase journey, the Chrysos heirs support one another. Even if something unexpected happens to Finan, we've prepared contingencies to ensure the trial proceeds smoothly.
Impressive as always, Aglaya. Ever so meticulous.
As you all know, the Flame Chase journey is still pressed for time. With Nikador's core flame reclaimed, it's time to plan for the next one.
Does this mean we're going to battle another Titan?
Hey, not all core flames need to be reclaimed through violence. In version 3.1, our great hero, the Trailblazer, will act as an envoy, and along with their companions, set off for the Grove of Epiphany to continue our journey.
The Grove of Epiphany is a city-state that worships the Reason Titan, Circes. It's a cradle of knowledge for Amphoreus, and maintains a good relationship with Akuma. Besides researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans, they also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey.
According to legend, at the dawn of their existence, the Reason Titan, Circes, descended in the form of a giant sacred tree. And around their roots, a large, verdant forest gradually formed.
The generous Circes allowed those who sought knowledge to study and rest there, freely imparting the world's wisdom to the once ignorant mortals. Under their guidance, humanity built courtyards within the forest and established schools, which eventually evolved into the Grove of Epiphany we know today.
So it looks like Circes is our next target.
Exactly. Like Kefali, Circes is a titan friendly toward humanity, and has even willingly entrusted their core flame to the Grove for safekeeping.
That's great if there's no need for fighting. Just a peaceful retrieval. This mission might be much easier,
Il est sympa, mais il faudrait peut-être pas qu'on lui chope sa flamme divine.
It's not quite so easy. The Grove of Epiphany holds an unwavering reverence for Circes. This core flame is something they'd be very reluctant to part with.
Exactly. That's why Akuma must dispatch an envoy to the Grove. In the 3.1 storyline, the Trailblazer will engage in peaceful discussions about reclaiming the core flame with newfound Chrysos heir allies. Absolutely no fighting.
Pas de violence, c'est promis. LOL.
But in the recent version trailer, enemies were swarming in like a tide.
Mustard. Actually, the Grove was recently invaded by the Black Tide.
What?
Hence the Arabellica,
La
a
révélation.
substance known as the Black Tide, has descended upon Amphoreus. Whether human or Titan, anyone affected by it loses their sanity. Nikador, once a stalwart defender against the Black Tide, naturally became the most severely corrupted Titan. With Nikador's core flame reclaimed, Castrum Kremnos was left without its guardian Titan and was entirely consumed by the Black Tide.
Accroupis, ça a combien
Its spread
disparu?
has since accelerated, and now the Grove is its next target.
We must hurry to save them and Circe's core flame.
Exactly! The Grove's crisis cannot be ignored. Our Trailblazer will once again take on the heroic mission of seeking and aiding survivors, gathering intelligence about the catastrophe, and locating Circe's core flame to bring it back to Akuma. During this process, the Trailblazer will encounter a mysterious enemy attempting to steal the core flame. The masked figure shown fighting the Trailblazer in the trailer.
The one with the mask and cloak?
Qui a l'air d'être lié à la mort.
Major villain.
Haikus. What faction do they belong to?
They're an unknown enemy. This journey to the Grove may be more perilous than
Il est
expected.
stylé en vrai.
For now, let's call them the Flame Reaver. And to help our Trailblazer navigate their hero's journey, I brought some intel about this Flame Reaver. In battle, the Flame Reaver can summon clones to fight alongside them. These clones can launch joint attacks with the Flame
Ah
Reaver.
bah ouais, je vois ça.
Moreover, the Flame Reaver can absorb these clones to gain buffs. Consuming these buffs allows the Flame Reaver to unleash even more devastating attacks.
That may not be a problem for me, but an enemy using clones to fight will surely challenge the Trailblazer.
In combat, the Trailblazer must quickly eliminate the clones to prevent the Flame Reaper from launching joint attacks or
En
gaining
éliminant les clones,
enhancements.
ça lui fait des dégâts.
Honestly, I sometimes wish I had clones.
Ça va être un nouveau boss qu'il faudra farmer pour Tribbie je pense que Mydei ça va être Mikado.
Speaking of trials, I've always been curious about the trial required to ascend as a demigod. Lady Tribbie, you were the very first demigod and therefore first Chrysos heir on this land to pass a Titan's trial. What exactly did you go through when you received Yanis's core flame?
This is a bit embarrassing to say, but we really can't remember those events from so long ago.
It happened during the Era Chrysia. For the people of Amphoreus now, it would be considered ancient history.
That's okay. With the Trailblazer around, anything is possible.
Bah oui.
In the main storyline of version 3.1, the Trailblazer will harness the power of Orynyx to stir up ripples of the past, guiding everyone to revisit that piece of history. We'll return to Tribbie's homeland and show everyone the abyss of fate in its prime. Some long-buried secrets from the Era Chrysia will also be unearthed, becoming clear bit by bit.
So this is what the abyss of fate looks like in its heyday. Nothing like the desolate state it's in now.
That's right! In the distant past, the Abyss of Fate was a city called Yanisopolis. It was Amphoreus' sanctum of prophecy, the ultimate destination for all pilgrims, and the place where the three Titans of Fate revealed their divine miracles.
It seems we'll have the chance to learn how humanity's first demigod came into being.
Exactly. But let's leave it at that for now. Trailblazers, uncover this story for yourselves in the main storyline of version 3.1 and learn about Tribbie's past. Now, let's take a look at the Tribbie of today.
Présentation de Tribbie. Ça c'est l'ulti. Non, ça doit être de la compétence. Et ça c'est l'ulti. Ah oui, gars, d'accord. Ah d'accord. Il faut péter des planètes. Allez,
Was it Trian or Trinan?
Ooh, I know this one. Trinan. It was Trinan.
C'est quoi l'autre? C'est quantique, je crois.
Because they look so alike, my teachers often have people unfamiliar with them play the Guess Who I Am game in daily life.
The one who suggested this game, could it be Trian?
Right again!
Of course! The three of them have very different personalities, making them easy to tell apart. Trinan is silent and sharp with both eyes covered. Trian is mischievous little rascal with 3 top brows. And Tribbie is the most outgoing and lively.
Typically, Tribbie is the main spokesperson, responsible for communicating with the Chrysos heirs. Trinan focuses on maintaining and interpreting prophecies, while Trian is primarily in charge of opening and maintaining the Century Gate.
So here's a question for me. Why are there 3 of you identical little girls?
That relates to the duties of the Chrysos heirs. We were the world's first demigod, receiving the prophecy of deliverance from Kefali. To spread the prophecy across Amphoreus, we split into many versions of ourselves and used Yanis's Century Gate to travel quickly to various places.
Through our teacher's tireless efforts, the Chrysos heirs gradually united as allies. Because of this, our teacher holds great prestige among the Chrysos heirs.
But speaking of opening gates, Trinan previously revealed that Trian is nearing her limit and might only be able to open the Sentry Gate twice more.
Don't scare me! So there's a limit to how many times the gate can be opened?
Using divine power to open the gate comes at a steep price. Every time the Sentry Gate is used, it takes something out of them. Over time, this deterioration reaches a limit.
Reaching that limit won't lead to anything bad happening, will it?
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which heavier or
Atmosphere so heavy. Come, and we want all now.
All right.
Ah, il
No
présente
problem.
le capacité, j'allais
Tribbie
dire, ils
is
font
a
que pas
quantum
beaucoup.
character following the path
Quantique
of
et
harmony.
harmonie,
In
d'accord.
battle, she wields a rocket as her primary weapon.
Ah d'accord.
For instance, she can use the rocket to launch enemies and create a special dimension filled with stars and moons. While the dimension is active, enemies take increased
Plus de
damage.
plus de dégâts.
No matter how many times I see it, this combat style doesn't get any less adorable.
Don't underestimate our rocket! It's a
Ça, c'est
genius
l'ultime, ça.
invention with precision targeting. We've refined it countless times. We also deal damage to the enemy with the
Le dégât
highest
l'ennemi a le
remaining
plus de
HP,
PV.
depending on the
Selon
number
du
of
nombre d'ennemis
enemies hit.
touchés, d'accord.
The more enemies there are, the greater the damage we deal.
Ok, ça c'est pas mal.
Additionally, when a teammate uses their ultimate, we
Utilisation
launch a
multiple d'ennemis en
follow-up
attaque de
attack
suivi
against
sur
the
l'ennemi.
enemy.
D'accord.
Even in ever-changing combat
Et ça doit
scenarios,
être pas mal
Tribbie
avec
can
des
work
persos
closely with
qui
various
enchaînent
teammates
les
to
ultis.
provide buffs. She can frequently trigger follow-up attacks, helping the team swiftly take down opponents.
Exactly! As a character following the path of harmony, Tribbie not only creates a more advantageous environment for her teammates, but is also a capable fighter herself.
Celle aussi en combat.
With Tribbie on the team, you might just unlock new levels of combat potential.
Indeed. Beyond aiding and guiding the Chrysos heirs on the Flame Chase journey, our teacher is also an essential ally in battle.
All right. Now that we've got to know Tribbie,
En vrai, c'est
let's
cool,
move
mais
on to discuss
faut
another
jouer
key
contre beaucoup
character in
d'ennemis où il y a
version
énormément de... Je veux dire,
3.1,
contre des combats où il y a beaucoup d'ennemis.
Without further ado, let's watch a video.
Ah, Mydei. Oh, ça doit être une sorte d'attaque de suivi. tellement de pression.
The crown prince of Kremnos, warrior of Akama, a lone lion, a man
Il est
among
là
men,
pour
a
ne
man.
pas il ne plaisante pas quoi.
Stop, Albie! Is it really that exciting?
To be honest, Mighty is my idol. He's the ideal version of myself. I aspire to be like him. Strong, unyielding, a real tough guy. No, a tough bird.
A tough guy? Do you mean like bathing in molten iron, Mr. Albert?
Huh?
Or perhaps drinking the blood of your enemies?
Maybe drinking some of Kremnos' signature pomegranate juice, doing push-ups, stuff like that. Oh.
Give me 500 push-ups. I'll count. Start!
Let's focus on the show first. Doing so many push-ups on the spot
Blague
isn't
américaine.
appropriate, and viewers wouldn't enjoy watching it either.
Don't be so sure.
They definitely wouldn't.
Non, pas besoin.
Back to
On
the
veut voir les capacités.
In the previous story, against Nicanor's attack,
Ah, il est
Mighty
type harmonie et
single-handedly
je
held
crois que c'est
back the
destruction. qu'il a.
rampaging Titan, buying precious time for his companions. He's so cool,
Une préservation.
handsome.
Je sais pas, les
Totally.
logos, je les
Even
connais
though he
jamais.
might seem unapproachable.
The rigorous up, they caught my attention. The blood of patricide flows through Kremnos' royal line. Ooh, sounds like Mighty bears a heavy past.
On sait qu'il a
Castrum
tué son père,
Kremnos
qui
has
était
a
bon.
tradition of being crowned in blood. Since its founding, every new king of Castrum Kremnos has killed the reigning king to claim the throne, without exception.
Yikes! So that's how it is in a city that worships strife. Bloody succession to the throne.
Because of this tradition, and a prophecy foretelling Mighty's eventual ascension, his father cast him into the Sea of Souls shortly after his birth, attempting to kill him before he could grow up.
That's so cruel! How could he bring himself to do that?
But, in the end, Mighty returned to Castrum Kremnos with an immortal body. He led the discontented citizens of Kremnos away from their mad king, wandering the lands and waging war until he joined the Flame Chase journey.
What doesn't kill him only makes him stronger, huh? But why did Mydei refuse the core flame of strife and give it to Finite instead? With his combat prowess, if he accepted it, he'd surely become the most powerful demigod, an unstoppable force on the flame chase.
Strife, Noans, and their truly what the Krem Noan knew.
But D, the Krem Noan people in Akama have always experienced. Now that we've reclaimed their expectations.
As the last, they're on.
Là j'avance parce que je voudrais voir les capacités.
For the Trailblaze mission
Final
in version
vu
3.1.
dans la bande-annonce qu'on sera tout ça, genre.
No matter what, I can guarantee one thing. When Mydei is a ordinary character, he'll have your back, especially in battle.
Alors,
Mydei is an imaginary character following the path of destruction. In combat, he leverages his undying body to engage the enemy. His undying nature grants him an extremely high max
extrêmement élevé.
In battle, I utilize my HP advantage against the enemy. By consuming my HP,
consomme les PV plus
I
ma
also
puissance
unleash
et
even greater
d'accord.
power.
Avec le Jingu, ça peut être pas mal pour
Mydei
perdre des
keeps
PV.
track of his total HP lost during combat.
Le compte de tous les
Once
PV
the
perdus.
accumulated loss reaches a certain
Certains seuils.
threshold, he enhances himself,
Parfois, elle va être
fully
optionnelle.
demonstrating his prowess as
Ah oui, ça
the
doit être
Krem
au-dessus de
Noan
128.
warrior.
Mais je crois qu'il y a une capacité
During
où
this
perd des
time,
PV.
he unleashes a storm of
Top
attacks on
d'attaque.
his enemies, dealing massive damage and showing them the wrath
Ah oui,
of
c'est-
Kremnos' crown prince.
Wow! D is so imposing! Like a lion dominating the battlefield!
In my enhanced state, I sacrifice defense for greatly increased HP and max HP. As my HP continues to drop, my abilities transform further, delivering
on voit
even
les
more
compétences qui
destructive
changent
blows to
différemment.
my enemies.
Oh,
Selon le QI.
rejected by death. Let's battle till the
Ah, et là on a vu les morts, il a
final
ressuscité.
A truly death-defying
Ça
combat
c'est son
style.
ulti.
The spirit of Kremnoan warriors is no joke.
All right, next, let's take a look
Ils
at
ont pas parlé
version
de son ulti, je pense que c'est des
3.1's
gros dégâts,
banners.
mais on
In
a vu
version
qu'il est mort et il
3.1's
pouvait
first half
ressusciter.
warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star
Ok, première
character
partie, donc c'est Tribbie.
The limited 5-star light cone, if time were a flower, will also have a boosted drop rate.
In version 3.1 second half warp
Et en
event,
deuxième Mydei,
Trailblazers can acquire the limited
Mais moi,
5-star
Tribbie
character
m'intéresse pas, je vais pour le
Mydei.
Mydei, moi, perso.
The limited 5-star light cone, Flame of Blood, Blaze My Path, will also have a boosted drop rate.
Additionally, these characters and light cones will
On a le
be
retour de
rerubbed.
UNE.
And all right.
Et en deuxième, oh,
Time for a
oh,
short
oh,
break.
pas mal.
The
Pour
program
lui,
will resume
très bon
in
healer.
just a
Oh.
few moments.
Et très bon soutien aussi. Donc le deuxième truc, sachant que WoW, il me le faut pour... Je crois que c'est pour... Erta, je crois. Ou Fugwe, je sais plus.
Coming in version 3.1.
Alors...
First, the Divergent Universe will
Ah,
introduce
l'univers
a
parallèle qui
brand new
introduit
research topic
Amphoreus.
related
Pas
to
mal.
Amphoreus.
Divergent universe? What's that?
Oh, right. Mydei, as mentioned, a renowned academic institution in Amphoreus. The scholars of the Grove wove vast amounts
aura
of
plus le
knowledge into
truc,
the memory of the sacred tree. However, due to the corrosion of the black tide,
On
much
aura
of this
plus,
network has decayed, leaving only fragments of text intact. Therefore, the Grove's librarians hope the Trailblazer can become the inheritor
aura plus le
of this
truc de
library's
pédagogie.
knowledge, preserving these memories and passing on the flame of Amphoreus' civilization.
Even in this era of endless strife and the relentless black tide, as long as true history remains, the flame of civilization will endure.
That's right! The Grove not only collects myths and histories of Amphoreus, but also records the Trailblazers' journey. By integrating Titan technology, they've created...
Héros mille
It's bound to be distinct. Whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. In Divergent Universe Protean Hero, you must have one.
Oh.
This time, the battles revolve
Ce sont
around
des
the
journées,
day and
d'accord.
night system. First, each battle alternates between day
journée.
and night. These two states bring different boosts to combat, and additional
Oui,
effects
du
occur
combat.
during transitions
Il y en a un, c'est
between
la
day and
vie, et
night.
la nuit,
At
ça
the
doit
start
être...
of
je sais pas
exploration,
quoi. Peut-être des
Trailblazers
bonus de
must
dégâts.
choose the state that best suits their team's traits.
As exploration progresses, after entering a certain number of domains, Trailblazers can also select a day and night blessing, known as Golden Blood's Boons. These blessings take effect during the corresponding state. Trailblazers can choose different branches of blessings to further enhance combat effectiveness in specific states.
The figures appearing on the day and night blessings look so familiar. Why is that?
Indeed. This is also Titan technology and another highlight of Divergent Universe Protean Hero. The new day and night system and its blessings are closely tied to the Titans and the Chrysos heirs.
In version 3.1's Divergent Universe, 6 types of Titan odes will be available for Trailblazers to experience. More will be introduced in future versions.
Each Titan ode corresponds to a different buff system. Trailblazers just need to select the most suitable Titan ode for their team to tackle challenges with ease.
The Grove's Divergent Universe offers the most authentic Amphorean experience.
Clearing the Divergent Universe also rewards Branch of Rights. This can be
va être
used
pas
in
mal,
the
je pense,
Titan
celui à
Ode
d'Univers
section to
Parallèle.
unlock more buffs and upgrade
Sachant que c'est
them,
assez fun
as
à
well as
faire.
uncover the
Alors, je veux
corresponding
dire, c'est un peu
Titan's
les
mythological
grosses
tales.
quotidiennes, les gros trucs de la semaine à faire.
Guests, please choose your Titan.
We're curious about how most familiar with Gate of Infinity.
If I could learn more about the past of Nestia and the other Titans, I'm sure it would give the Flame Chase journey a clearer direction. I'll choose.
Let me witness the kind of glory you have.
Clear goals.
After all that,
The lies in the name of this Divergent Universe hold endless possibilities. I firmly believe that if I explore more, I'll uncover more fun. Besides the day and night system and Titan blessings, the Divergent Universe Protean Hero also brings more Protean challenges to the Trailblazers. This Divergent Universe's Conundrum mode will introduce astronomical division gameplay.
Although heroes have countless facets, no matter their nature, they all make choices to climb to higher peaks and experience more intense battles.
but for novices like me, who are unfamiliar with the Divergent Universe, what if they can't figure it out?
Don't worry. The Divergent Universe of version 3.1 not only includes an astronomical division mode, but also adds a strategy system. Trailblazers can view and apply strategies and even like and save them. After applying a strategy, the system will give a corresponding recommendation to the Trailblazer based on their currently owned equations, weighted curios, and team lineup. Additionally, in the selection interface for equations and weighted curios, the system will suggest the optimal options.
This way, you can easily follow the guide and enjoy a smoother experience in the Divergent Universe. Through the strategy system, you can also jump to an external web page for more information or even upload your own strategies.
Not only that, in Divergent Universe Protean Hero, enemy drops will also transform into special materials.
Enemy drops? Are you referring to the material
When you're short,
used for character ascension and traces leveling?
correct. When you're short on materials for character ascension or traces leveling, the enemy drops can be automatically exchanged for these special materials.
D'accord, c'est un matériau qui permet de le transformer en autre matériau d'amélioration. C'est comme en manque
like avatars and phone wallpapers from Divergent Universe, the human comedy will also become available in Herda's store.
D'accord, multitude de récompenses.
In addition to the thrilling challenges of the Divergent Universe, version 3.1 also brings lighthearted and adorable events for Trailblazers.
First up, let me introduce the AWOO firm.
L'agence Agro. Ça, c'est un deuxième event.
wait,
bon, ça, c'est...
Amphoreus.
Oh, so that's what...
Nurtured adorable little creatures. The residents of Amphoreus is the organization they work for.
Chimeras have to go to work too?
Surprised? There's a lot of urgent... However, among the Chimeras, there's a particular squad that hasn't been performing up to expectations lately.
Ok, et donc on va aider le rôle de responsable. Je pense que ça va être un événement perma. Peut-être.
The work objectives are clear, but how do we achieve?
And, of course, shortcomings. Trailblazers can assign suitable chimeras to tasks, adjust the team composition based on their traits, and create the strongest squad possible. After that, the chimeras will automatically carry out their work. As the manager, Trailblazers just need to supervise.
The leaderboard will show team rankings. Keep aiming for a higher performance ranking to help the Chimeras outperform other squads and become the ultimate workplace champions.
Doesn't sound too hard. Even someone like Finan could handle this with ease. Right?
Don't be so mean to Snowy. And don't underestimate the Chimeras, D. Each one has a unique name, appearance, and personality.
As a manager, you need to understand your employees to assign tasks effectively. Plus, there are some tricky characters to watch out for. For example, there's Shock Force, who is overly eager, and Old Honest, who silently endures everything. I can't go on. What are these names? All right. Let's move on to the next version event.
Recently, in Akima, there's been a surge of counterfeit antiques made with cutting-edge technology, conning many residents.
Ok.
In the event Holy City
Ça, je pense que
Appraisals,
lui sera un petit événement.
Trailblazers will assist Theodoros, the antique shop owner, in appraising these treasures and cleaning up the antiques market.
Appraisals? Well, Finan's weird hobbies are rubbing off on others. Ugh. Besides, how can the Trailblazers, as outsiders, appraise Amphoreus' antiques?
Don't worry, it's simple. Trailblazers only need to submit different
Différents
materials to
matériaux. D'accord, il
Theodoros
faut lui donner
daily,
différents
and the
matériaux.
rest will be handled by him. I, Albert, promise there will be no
Ok, donc
shortage
ça,
of
c'est
fun
souvent le
appraisal
petit événement où il y a
stories
juste donné
and
quelques
plenty of
matériaux
rewards
pour
for
la
Trailblazers.
récompense.
Okay, now let's take a short break, and the
Y'a
show
pas
will
de raison.
resume when we are back.
C'est pas nouveau, il n'y a pas enjeu. Le troisième code, et en dernier, je pense, ça va être les optimisations. Ouais.
Trailblazer about
oui.
an old friend
Bien
called
évidemment, le Gift
the
of the
Gift.
Odyssey.
Blazers can once again reward.
Additionally, version 3.1
De nouveaux
introduces
matériaux,
some
donc
new
un pour,
materials for
j'imagine,
everyone.
Mydei, celui à
Stagnant Shadow,
droite,
shape of
et le
Gelid
premier,
Moon, and
ça sera
Stagnant
pour
Shadow, shape
Tribbie,
of Slogjaya will be
d'habitude.
available soon. Successfully challenging these will provide Tribbie's and Mydei's ascension materials respectively.
Amphoreus also brings new golden calyxes. Now you can farm credits and experience materials there too.
Version 3.1 also introduces
Des
two
nouveaux
new
ensembles,
sets
bien
of planar
évidemment.
ornaments. Bone Collection Serene
À
Domain
droite pour
and
Tribbie,
Giant
à
Tree of
gauche,
Wrapped
j'imagine, pour
Brooding.
Mydei.
You can
peut-être
quickly
des
obtain
persos.
them through the planar ornament extraction function in the Divergent universe.
In version 3.1, the planar fissure
Oh,
and
fracture
realm of the
dimensionnel.
strange
Il y aura
events
une
will
étrange
also
de retour,
return.
ça c'est cool.
Completing them will earn you double
Ça,
rewards.
ça va être cool pour farmer
Exactly, and that's not
les
all.
reliques et
Version
tout.
3.1 brings several system optimizations to Trailblazers. First, the material synthesis system will be optimized. The process
de
of
synthèse.
synthesizing trace materials will become much more convenient.
Ah.
Does that mean we can synthesize purple materials directly from green
Et à
ones?
partir de maintenant vert. Ah,
that's
enfin.
This eliminates some of the cumbersome extra steps.
Moreover, the build guide will also receive an update. In version 3.1, when you set a character as the build target, the Interastral Peace Handbook will display all the materials needed for building that character,
Ah, ça, c'est
along
cool.
with shortcuts to relevant stages to
Ça
farm
c'est
those
cool de voir où
materials.
on en est. et tout.
After each preview ends, Trailblazers can even set newly revealed characters as their build target and start farming the necessary materials in advance.
Oh, that's great! It makes preparation so much easier.
And it looks like we received a special announcement
Ça,
from the
c'est très,
project
très cool.
team. Let's take a look.
大家好，我是崩坏系列 IP 烧鸡。在魔法罗斯 3.0 版本上线后，我们收到了来自开拓者的许多反馈和建议。从结果来看 ，3.0 的一些内容，它最终呈现出来的效果是不够理想的。以开拓任务为例，有时为了打开一扇门要反复推球，或是在直面泰坦前还要四处跑来跑去，这种疲惫的感受实在不符合星穹铁道一贯的基调。
C'est vrai que c'était chiant pour arriver jusqu'à
我们一
Nikado.
直在对主线体验进行审视和优化，包括已上线的 3.0 和后续所有版本的内容。除了先前在开发者电台提到的阅读减负和解谜优化，我们同时也在对任务流程进行重新编排。以 3.0 版本为例，开拓者在前往过去的旋风城时，不再需要折返跑图，而是从初始位置开始，通过一条便捷的道路就能直入主题。而原本这里的玩法会被安排到主线外，成为开拓者自由探索的选项。当然，还有对白、演出、探索。开拓任务的体验是综合结果。我们会在未来的每一个版本 在方方面面做更细致的打磨，力求给大家带来更好的内容。
开拓者好，我是游戏
Ça c'est bien parce que c'est vrai, Acropolis ça a été très long.
我们也
Bon
正
après
在
on a
调整
mis
3.1
énormément de
及其
temps
后
à
续版
finir.
本的游戏内容。以3.1版本为例，我们降低了地
Nombre
图中
d'ennemis
的
dans
敌
les
人数
zones.
量，并剥离了部分主线流程中的谜题，希望保证谜题与剧情的结合更加紧密，且不只有很强的打断感。在原本的设计中，
Ouais, c'est vrai, il y
地
avait
图
aussi
中有几
énormément
处扎格
d'ennemis.
列斯之手玩法，开拓者需要多次切换操作视角，但其实只是为了打开一条通路。在复盘过程中，我们意识到这样的设计不仅繁琐，也没有很强的趣味性。于是我们将这些并不有趣的流程从主线中删去，但是仍会保留地图中围绕这些扎格列斯之手的谜
Oui,
题
ça
设
encore
计，
ça va.
供抱
C'est
有
vrai, il
探索
fallait
欲的
péter
开
les
拓者
câbles,
自
bouger les
行
trucs,
发
c'était
现。
chiant quoi.
希望我们的调整能让开拓者更好地探索文法螺丝，享受解谜乐趣。同时也欢迎开拓者提出更多的建议和反馈。
Au moins c'est bien que le fait qu'ils écoutent les joueurs, ça c'est vraiment cool. Parce que c'est vrai que c'est trop... Franchement moi j'avais pas pris le plaisir à explorer l'intrigue, était cool mais... Faire tous les trucs, se balader machin, avec les énigmes, il y avait trop d'énigmes sur le chemin, c'est chiant. Il vaut mieux que ça sert pour l'exploration que autre
May your
chose.
blade never break, but forever press forward.
There are still countless details in Amphoreus waiting to be discovered. I hope you'll forge deeper bonds with
Là, je
this
pense qu'on est
world
sur la fin.
and its people.
Attendez.
And now the version 3.
Ouais voilà, donc voilà, c'est la fin. En vrai, il n'y a pas grand chose pour cette 3 points. On a une quête pionnière. On a juste une quête pionnière avec bon, Tribbie et Mydei. Et bah, juste l'univers parallèle. Le truc avec les petites chimères qui va être, je pense, l'event perma. Un autre petit event à juste donner des ressources qui, je pense, sera chaque jour. Et c'est tout. C'est tout. Il y a juste ça. Il n'y a pas grand chose. Bon, après, je pense qu'il n'y a pas besoin non plus de rajouter 3 tonnes de trucs. Surtout que ouais, je pense que la quête pionnière va durer assez longtemps, sachant qu'en plus la quête pionnière de la 3.0 était la plus longue. Je crois que c'était 7 heures qu'on avait mis. Donc en plus avec toute l'exploration, les énigmes et tout qui nous a fait perdre du temps, et comme ils l'ont dit à la fin qu'ils vont enlever ces trucs et qui pour les prochains futurs trucs, les futures mises à jour, patch, etc. ils vont réduire ça. Donc peut-être que là on aura peut-être 3 heures, 4 heures de jeu. Ce qui était comme avant, je crois que c'était à peu près 2-3 heures les quêtes pionnières. Donc là ça va être pareil, parce que oui c'est vrai que 7 heures, c'était long, c'était vraiment long. Je crois que nous on l'avait fait en 2 fois, parce que le lendemain je bossais, un truc comme ça, et on n'avait pas pu tout faire. Et encore on avait pris du temps, hein, on avait pris beaucoup de temps. Donc voilà, donc là c'était le programme spécial à 3.1. Donc moi après perso je vais pull Mydei, Tribbie m'intéresse pas forcément, donc pour ça, donc en live bien évidemment on fera la découverte quand le patch sortira, sachant que vu que ça a été fait aujourd'hui, je pense que ça sera pour le mercredi 26, je sais pas si c'est marqué, ouais, le 26 février, donc ça sera le 26 février, donc il y aura les drops, etc. Donc voilà, donc vu que ça sera sur YouTube aussi, donc ceux qui regarderont sur YouTube, n'hésitez pas à lâcher un pouce bleu et à vous abonner si la vidéo vous a plu. Voilà.